Okay, so you got a buyer lead. Great, but now what do you do? In this video, I'm going to explain to you how you want to nurture buyer leads, because buyer leads come in many shapes and forms. So one of the first things you want to figure out is what's their timeline, because everybody's different. Some people want to buy right now. I want you to show me a house today. Can you show me a house today? Other people, well, maybe I don't want to buy for a year. And then there's people in between, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. So one of the first questions you want to ask is, what's your timeline? And when you get the timeline from them, you want to kind of classify them. 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, or a year or longer. And based on their timeline is how you're going to treat them from a follow-up perspective, which I'll get to in a minute. The second thing you want to do is ask, are you pre-approved? If they are pre-approved, great. If they are not pre-approved, well, let's get them with a lender that we work with that could get them pre-approved, because you don't want to go showing houses to people who don't have a pre-approval, because you're wasting everyone's time. You don't know how much they could qualify for a mortgage, and neither do they, frankly. So once you ask about pre-approval, once you ask about the timeline, here are some ways you can follow up with people and nurture these leads. So based on their timeline, if it's 1 to 3 months, or even 3 to 6 months, set them up on an MLS feed. Say, okay, what towns are you looking in? What's your price range? Let me set you up on the MLS and I'll start feeding you this stuff. You'll get it on a daily basis. If you see anything you like, let me know, I'll get you inside. That at least gives them an idea of what's out there. And the ones who are really motivated are going to reach back out to you and say, hey, Pete, I want to go view this house. Can we see it on Sunday? Can we see it Thursday afternoon? Whatever it is. The next way you can nurture people, if it's a little bit longer or a further timeline, is if you have an email campaign, you throw them on your email list and you start emailing these people. Now, I understand not everybody has an email campaign. So another thing you could do is just follow up with them. And what I love to do is I take down their information, I take down their name, their phone number, their email, and I reach out to them, maybe monthly. And I say, hey, Jason, just checking in, seeing if you're ready to buy yet. Just want to see if your timeline moved up. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Everybody's circumstance is different. If this person, Jason, I've been sending leads to, I would say, hey, Jason, I've been sending you stuff. Has anything caught your eye yet? Now, the other thing you want to do and understand is not every buyer lead is going to be a good lead. Like, some people will waste your time, and it's okay with me if you feel like these people are wasting your time, because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you wasting your time on people who are just window shopping. We want to waste time on people who really want to buy a house and really need our help. That's what we want to focus our time and energy on. But really, it's just in following up, guys. It's really that simple. You follow up with them monthly, or if they're looking at a longer time period, maybe every 3 months, or every 6 months, depending on how long their time period is. The other thing you could do is have them follow you on social media. I think that's a great way to nurture your leads, because then you don't even have to follow up with them, really. Like, they're following your content. They're following your Instagram posts or your Facebook posts or Twitter, or if you're doing something on TikTok or YouTube, whatever it is, they're getting more information about how you operate as a realtor, which is going to impress them. So again, that's a lot of different ways you can nurture a buyer lead. There are others out there. I encourage you to search online. You can find videos on YouTube about this as well. This is what works for me. This is what works for other realtors in the firm and people that I know who are successful. But at the end of the day, the value is in the follow-up. You guys have to follow up with people. There's various stats out there about this, but basically it's like the 6th or 7th contact is when you make the sale. So it's not the first guy. So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid. You're not annoying them, so don't be afraid that you're annoying them. Just politely follow up and you will win the business. I hope this helps.